Hi everyone. Today's a very relevant topic, that is virus. So virology is there. Virology is the scientific study of viruses and the infections they cause. What is a virus? Viruses are ultra microscopic poisonous particles lying between non-living and living matter. That is, in the evolutionary process in between the non-living things in the world and the living things, these things emerged out. That's why we call it as between living and non-living. So next, actually the existence of virus was came out as a hypothesis. Dmitry Ivanovsky, he hypothesized, he expected, he guessed, he thought that there might be some particles they causing infection in a tobacco mosaic disease. So next one, Bejering, he actually called a virus as a contagium vivum fluidum. That means a venom of a snake, venom or toxin or poison. From Latin, literally, virus means a slimy liquid or a poison. Wendell Stanley, he is a person who can be got the credit for crystallization of viruses. This indicates that virus is a in between living and non-living things. They become crystals when they are out of the host, out of the living protoplasm, out of plants or animals or human beings. They behave like crystals. Once they enter the living systems, they behave like a living things. A bacteriophage, these are the bacteria, these are the viruses which infect bacteria. So these were discovered by Twart and Deheril. Thomas Milton Rivers, he called viruses as obligate parasites, parasites which need a living protoplasm or a particular host or specific host. They can't survive in the absence of the specific host. That kind of pathogens we call obligate parasites. So next one is a virus consists of an infectious particle. Any virus which causes infection as a whole is called a virion. Some prions are there, they are protein particles. They're just the viruses have simply protein which causes infection. We call them as prions. So for example, mad cow disease is caused by prions. The smallest viruses so far discovered is foot and mouth disease of cattle. The biggest virus is the pox virus. The viruses are of different shapes. They may be spherical or sphere shaped or just like a playing ball. They may be polyhedral with many faces. Like for example adenovirus. So here for spherical virus, coronavirus is the best example. Polyhedral virus, adenovirus. Rod shaped and helical virus. So that is a tobacco mosaic virus. You can see here. Complex, a tadpole shaped is a bacteriophage. You can see the tadpole larva. So this virus resembles the tadpole larva of frog. So we call it as a. The viruses are of different shapes. They may be spherical or sphere shaped. So there are different types of viruses. For example, bacteriophage, that is a bacterial eater. Cyanophages are there which infects blue-green algae. Phytophages infect plants, for example tobacco mosaic virus. Zoophages infect animals, for example foot and mouth disease. Zymophages viruses which infect yeast viruses. Entomophages they infect insects. Zoonosis is a new term. Now it is very popular because bats seem to transfer a number of diseases. Not only bats, rats are there, dogs are there, from monkeys are there, they transfer diseases to human beings. We call them as zoonosis. That is, for example, Ebola is the best example. Structure of virus, as I have already told, the entire virus particle which is capable of causing infection is called virion. Virion consists of two important parts. One is a protein coat, that is outermost one. Second one is nucleic acid. So here the outermost core is called capsid. Capsid consists of number of units called capsomeres. So in genetic nucleic acid might be DNA or RNA. Among a DNA virus, DNA is the genetic material. For example, hepatitis virus. In the case of RNA virus, RNA is the genetic material. Example, coronavirus. Besides that, Ebola, SARS, rabies, common cold, influenza, hepatitis, West Nile fever, polio, measles, all these viruses, that means majority of human viruses are RNA viruses. So viral envelopes, some viruses have envelopes. For example, coronavirus that is made up of outer to protein coat, outside the capsid. Viral envelope that might be made up of glycoproteins, and spikes are also there in the case of coronavirus. So bacteriophage structure, if you want to see, that consists of head, that is, you see crystal shaped head is a hexagonal, that is followed by collar followed by tail. The tail is totally surrounded by sheath. At the base of the sheath or the tail, base plate is there. At the end of the base plate, tail fibers are present. So in the case of tobacco mosaic virus, we can see capsid with capsomeres, and the genetic material is a DNA, that is the nucleic acid core is DNA. Just like other living organisms, viruses also undergo multiplication. There is no any asexual or sexual kind of reproduction. They actually integrate with the genetic material of the host, that might be plant, animal, or human cell. So you can see here, after that, first attachment to the host cell will take place, then entry into the host cell, then inside the host cell replication takes place. So after replication, assembly of capsid and nucleic acid core will take place. After that, a release of a number of progeny viruses take place. In this way, the virus also undergo multiplication. Just like other. So plant viruses, they are mostly transmitted from diseased plant to healthy plant through propagation methods like grafting. You can see in this picture different kinds of grafts are there. If you graft unhealthy plant over the healthy plant, or a healthy plant over the unhealthy plant, so virus transmission through the sap may take place. So in the same way, pollination through pollen grains also virus transmission may take place. So here an insect is carrying the virus from unhealthy plant to healthy plant. So when the gums are exuded out of the plant, through the gums also, when they fall over the other plants, virus may be transmitted. So aphid vectors, the most important means of virus transmission in crop plant, that is due to aphids. These insects transmit viruses. Whitefly also transmit virus. Plant nematode, they are microscopic thread-like animals present inside the soil and in the roots and plants. Plant nematodes also, from one healthy to another healthy plant, they transmit. Mites transmit viruses. So next one, different kinds of plant diseases are there. Virus diseases, that is mosaic. Here alternate bands of yellow and green patches can be seen. In the yellowing, the leaf will totally turn yellow. In chlorosis, leaves lose chlorophyll and they get yellowish color. And necrosis, here the death of the tissue will take place, and we can find spot holes on leaves. Stunting, the plant will lose its normal growth and will become a dwarf with respect to other plants. So here you can find a bunchy top of banana, leaf curl in the case of mirchi, vein clearing in the case of bhendi, bud rot most common these days among coconut and palm trees, root rot in the case of arachis or groundnut peanut. So citrus trichiza virus is also very famous here. In this in the overall orchard, one or two trees will become dry like this, and if you cut open the bark, you see means there are the minute pits will be like this. So this is citrus trichiza virus. Chili little leaf virus, here a ring spot virus, here a ring like spots are formed. Tomato spotted wilt virus, you can see here. So these are the different kinds of viruses, plant viruses. Next one is animal viruses we are going to study. Just like plants, animals are also get infected through different kinds of viruses. Here you can see avian influenza H5N1, that is a bird flu. Blue tongue virus disease, like that foot and mouth disease virus, rinderpest or cattle plague, very dangerous disease. This is the first animal disease which has been totally eradicated. So this is rinderpest or cattle plague. This rinderpest, you can see a lot of deaths to cattle occur. Capri pox to sheep and goats. Next, Ranikhet disease among poultry birds. So vaccination method can be used to control. Bird flu, I have already mentioned the H5N1 virus that causes bird flu. Among the human viruses, the most dreadful disease which has been totally eradicated from the world through Edward Jenner's smallpox vaccine is this disease, smallpox, very dreadful disease. Next one is chicken pox. This is not so harmful, but it is a mild kind of disease among children. Measles, it is also dangerous in some parts of the world. So this is a common measles, rubella. Rubella, it is a German measles. Mumps, here you can see find parotid glands are infected and swelling will occur on the cheeks. These three diseases, measles, mumps and rubella, there is a triple antigen vaccine. So this is a very effective, and now a lot of vaccine has eradicated measles, mumps and rubella in almost all parts of the world. Next, hepatitis, this is also called jaundice. Here liver is infected by virus, so the body may turn yellowish. Rotavirus, it infects the digestive tract of the virus disease which causes brain fever. Ticks transfer meningitis. Next very important disease, that is rabies, that is due to dog biting. We call this common name is hydrophobia, because the persons will get a fear when they see water, and they become the polio is a very dangerous disease which make now almost all parts of the world polio has been eradicated due to vaccination. So polio actually affects CNS, that is central nervous system, brain and spinal cord, that cause deformities. Very awkward and dangerous diseases which are transmitted by sex. But these diseases, there is treatment is there. So HPV, human papilloma virus. So next one is herpes, HIV and AIDS. HIV means human immunodeficiency virus. It causes a collection of symptoms called syndrome, that is AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Acquired immuno means immunity whatever we have acquired after the birth is become deficient, and a lot of syndromes occur here, different kinds of tuberculosis, pneumonia, diarrhea, fever, hepatitis, like this different kinds of diseases will occur once the body loses immunity because of AIDS or HIV. So we celebrate World AIDS Day on December 1st. So good relationships means no AIDS. So AIDS can be cured, can be treated. There are so many modern virus diseases which are threatening the existence of human race. These mosquitoes and other animals like bats are transmitting these diseases. The Aedes aegypti is the biggest culprit, which is transmitting chikungunya. In the same way, dengue fever, Zika virus. Zika virus is mostly infected to women during pregnancy. That results in microcephaly or smaller heads of the babies. Nipah virus recently reported in different parts of India, that is Kerala. So it is transmitted through bats. In the same way, Ebola, it is transmitted through bats. It causes hemorrhagic fever. That means bleeding of the body. Next, rhinovirus, though it is a very old and the most common virus. Here I mentioned here because it is related to influenza, flu, coronavirus and other things. So it is a common one. Next, influenza. It causes running nose, just like that of common cold, coughing, vomiting, joint pains, muscular pains, systemic fever, headache. All these things are common symptoms of influenza. So next one is a swine flu. It is transmitted through pigs. Swine flu, same kind of running nose and different common cold symptoms would be there. Swine flu is caused by H1N1 virus. Next is SARS, that is severe acute respiratory syndrome. That is also seen to be transmitted from China to different parts of the Gulf countries and other parts of the world. This is also due to virus infecting lungs. Next is SARS, means severe acute respiratory syndrome. MERS, Middle East respiratory syndrome, it is also having similar symptoms as that of common cold. Next, COVID-19. This is the most dangerous pandemic disease human race has ever faced. This we know. The symptoms we know that dry cough, shortness of breath, sore throat, runny nose, sneezing, and besides that, in severe cases, kidney damage, intestinal damage might be there. But this can be controlled if prevention is better than control here. So vaccine is the best method which can control all kinds of viruses. Prevention is better than cure. This is a conclusion. So many diseases we have seen, they are transmitted, whether in the case of plants, animals or human beings. The best method is prevention. The second best method is vaccination. But whereas in the case of plants, we take a healthy material like seeds and stem cuttings or root cuttings, whereas in the case of animals, birds and human beings, prevention is better, or else vaccination is the best proved method in this world. So don't forget to note down the important points and fill up the attendance sheet. Okay.